Long time no see. I'm so glad to be here with you all. If you're brand spanking new, my name is Rachel Webb. The voice that you will hear is Miss Becca Oaks, and we are both owners and craft educators here at Oak and Lamb.
Bueno.
Anna's upstairs wrangling children, putting children to bed. God love her is all I have to say. I forgot my laptop, like a very professional co-owner of a business.
But why? Why?
Because of what we're talking about today.
Yes.
I decluttered the entire house. We basically own nothing. That's a
She bought a dumpster and filled it
exaggeration.
full.
But
And you did this last year too.
I did this last year too. But I moved where I normally put my laptop bag, which is on the kitchen table. I moved it to somewhere where I can't see.
Because she threw away her kitchen table. Whatever.
Anyways, so I just walked right out of the house with it because I just did a little scan and muscle memory did not help me at all. A light bulb did not go off that I had moved it. So I was like, it must be in the truck. So I just get in the truck. I make it all the way to Jeff City, and I'm like,
Oops.
I had a whole page of notes I wrote out for you guys yesterday as I was walking through my house thinking of things. I made Jason send me a picture of it. So I at least have my notes. I had to sign in on all of our stuff on Anna's.
Because it's never been signed in.
Because it's never been signed in. But hey, she needed it signed in anyways.
She did.
So I want to apologize for the lack of links because I actually have a lot of really fun Amazon things to link for you guys of things I bought to organize my house, not this house. We will be going over photos in this as well of things that I have organized. I didn't send a picture of my dumpster. I have to send a picture of the dumpster.
You do.
But today's live is all about how to declutter, how to organize, how to do it quickly and efficiently. Because if you're anything like me, when you want something done, it better be done like ASAP. And when you purchase a dumpster, which I would highly recommend, you only have it for a set amount of time. So there's a fire under your booty anyways. And I kind of like that. I kind of like the 7 days, 6 days, 5 days, you know, type of thing. So let me just send to Anna's computer a picture of this dumpster. Yes, I think I have progression photos of this dumpster, which is hilarious. So I'll go ahead and send all of these. It's so funny. Anyway, so we're going to be discussing decluttering, some tips to do that. I'm sure Becca will happily chime in and give her 2 cents because nothing says declutter like a good old-fashioned move. And Becca did do that as well. So
That's my favorite. And this is the last time I'm moving. I'm not moving again unless something catastrophic happens and it can't be helped. But I told Rachel, I think I was talking to Rachel, I think that what I should do is like every 5 years, just completely take everything out of each room. And it doesn't have to be all at one time. But like I were moving so that I'm forced to go through things because we were only at our other house for 6 years, so it wasn't that long, but you would be amazed at the stuff that we accumulated in 6 years, especially in the attic. Like an attic for us is like a place where we throw everything that we're not entirely sure we want to get rid of, but we don't want to deal with at the moment, and it became absolutely insane. So
and you
moving
never
is great.
think of it when you're doing it. You're like, oh, this will be fine, or I'll work on this later or something. You don't expect it to just accumulate, and then the time comes when you need to, you know, clear it out, and you're like, oh no, now I have a ton of stuff to do.
Now, I am good about going through my closet. I'll do that about twice a year, go through my closet and donate things that I haven't used. I'm terrible about doing the kids' closets, though, specifically the boys, because
you have 4 children.
and it all
growing.
goes down to the next kid, right? How does your husband feel about the dumpster getting full, Rachel?
My loving husband was totally fine with it. So a little backstory. We moved as incredibly fast as a couple possibly could. Okay, no regrets. Also, no particular reason why we did that. I didn't have a gun in my head. I wasn't with child. It's not the olden days where you have to get married if you get, it was nothing like that. It was good old-fashioned romance, and that's just what happened. So before I moved in, he offered to get a dumpster because it was a legitimate bachelor pad, like bad, okay? Bad. The walls were like these poop green and this brown. It was bad. So we got a dumpster, and because we were talking about moving in, taking those steps, he was like, let's get a dumpster, let's clean out the house, which I'm like, that's a great, very nice idea. So we got the dumpster, but I didn't know him then as well as I know him now, almost 2 years in. So I was, a lot more apprehensive to throw things away. I didn't know what he was attached to. I didn't know what he used or didn't use on a daily, monthly basis. So now, fast forward a year, I'm like, we're throwing all of this crap away.
Yeah.
Get a dumpster for Christmas. That's what I wanted for Christmas. We don't do Christmas, but after Christmas, I was like,
they don't do Christmas for each other.
For each other.
Yes.
So thank you, Becca.
Yeah.
Of course we do it for the boys, but for each other, we have everything we need. We're so blessed. So I was like, hey, I want a dumpster.
True love. I mean.
True love.
True love.
Hello, everyone. Kat, yeah, Jason feels totally fine about the dumpster being full. I would have this idea in my head that was too heavy for me, and he'd be like, okay. He'd come home, soft legs of the table, I'll have pictures. But anyways.
Rachel, how many Roombas were in that dumpster?
4. 4. Now, one was technically a shark, but a vacuum robot. He owned 4 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How many cans of peanuts?
16?
Okay.
If we're talking spices, the man probably had 100.
Now, this was after
100.
you went through them this time, because remember you went through when you first moved in and got rid of, because he had like multiples of so many different things or things that were like so out of date. How many cabinets at that point did he have of just spices?
I want to say 5.
It was.
No, we're talking double stacked.
Yeah, it was
we're talking
insane.
Stacks on stacks. Most of them are so stiff you can't even. They don't shake anymore. You know what I'm talking about. Just horrible.
Now I will say I appreciate I also like to find things that I like and then just go dive into it. And he's the same way. I mean, how much beard care treatment stuff does the man own?
Well, now. Thank goodness he doesn't own that much, because
it was a whole countertop full.
And because if you have a beard, I don't, obviously, but if anyone has a beard, or let's say perfume, okay?
Yeah.
Hair products, you do want them to smell decent.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand rubbing something in my hair and smelling something nasty that I thought stunk all day. And right there at your nose, I get it. So he would buy 3 or 4 products. They would all stink. He would never use them, but he would not throw them away because they're fine products.
Yeah.
I was like, we're not doing this.
It's so funny though, because Rachel is like the least. She's a no fuss person. Like, she wants minimal and super easy in and out, and to see her husband that has
So I kept the twins informed with photos.
Yes.
But I would always say, poll. How many beard products is too many beard products? How many Roombas is too many Roombas? How many peanuts is too many peanuts?
Well, and then eventually, I don't remember what he did, but we ended up making a plan to dig a hole and bury the man under his peanuts.
Under the peanuts.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
was, you can't. So I made my loving husband take a photo of all of the beautiful notes that I had written. A page full of notes for you all that I just scribbled. My biggest tip for you guys starting out, is do not do anything that you cannot keep up with. Now, this does not mean hang your clothes up. This means like what you purchase to organize. If you see something on the Home Edit or something on Etsy in your entire pantry, you don't even have boxes of cereal. All of the cereal you have is in clear containers. If that's not feasible for you to keep up with, don't start it. You have to make these things attainable for you guys long term. Don't purchase anything that you don't foresee yourself. If you're going to buy a box of cereal, set it on a shelf next to the clear container it's supposed to go in. Don't buy the clear container.
Yeah, there's no point.
Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't waste your money. My second tip is don't purchase anything right now. Don't purchase a thing. Declutter before you organize. Declutter before you do anything. Before you clean, before you organize. When you declutter, that's how you can see what you have left in order to see how you want to organize it. If you have 4 can openers, like handheld can openers, that's going to need a totally different way of organizing than if you have 1 can opener. I say this because that's how many we had. So I got rid of 3 of them because they do the same thing, okay? So we keep 1 of them. We just have a tiny little clear container that I keep that and a pizza cutter in. That's all. That you have to declutter before you organize. So don't purchase any really expensive clear containers. Don't purchase anything like that just yet. I know it can be very tempting because you see the idea and you're like, I gotta buy all this stuff, do it all at one time. If you declutter and your home is empty, you can walk around and see what you need, then you can purchase it. You'll waste a lot less money that way, and you'll be way more accurate in the amount of organizers that you need. Because if you just buy a ton, you don't need a ton.
Well, and those things are expensive. Good ones are expensive. Yeah.
And I decided to bite the bullet and buy good ones. Clear, plastic, really good.
What brand
dividers.
did you go with?
I don't know. They're from Amazon. I will link all of them for you. I have photos so you can see them.
Anna loves that OXO brand for clear containers.
I don't know. They're from Amazon. It could possibly be
that
the
brand
OXO
is from
brand.
Amazon, but that's also the same brand of the wipey containers that we like.
That wipey container can have all of my money.
Mm-hmm.
All of my money.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see if I want to show you guys pictures now too. Some general things. If you haven't used it in 6 months. Now let's think of, people say a year. People say, realistically, let's talk about expiration dates, whether that be on food, whether that be on spices, whether that be on skincare products, things like that. If you're not using it in 6 months, odds are you don't need it. Now this is borrowing whatever that word is, how you say it. Very few things that maybe you only need a couple times a year, like a heating pad, or check expiration dates twice a year. That will automatically help you declutter.
Date thing.
Yeah.
I went through our medications. I don't know how some of our medications were that out of date without me knowing, because we are in there constantly looking at stuff. There were some kid medicines that expired in 2017.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, how does that happen?
Absolutely. And it happens and you don't even realize it, but
Yeah.
it's taking up valuable space.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're going to say, some medication. If it's like a prescription, or maybe you paid high dollar for it, keep it, because in an emergency, expired medicine is better than no medicine.
Right.
But if it's something you have an abundance of, or if it's a bottle of Tylenol you can get for decently cheap at the Walgreens, and it's expired, toss it. Or buy a replacement and then toss it. Do whatever you feel like you need to do. But getting in the habit of checking expiration dates is a great way to declutter
Especially
your
on
house.
food, canned goods. Oh my gosh.
Your refrigerator and your freezer especially. Your freezer is just like when it's cold outside. You don't want to go outside and rake leaves right now. You don't want to do anything outside because it's cold. Same with your freezer. You don't want to open your freezer and dig through all that crap. It's cold in there. You don't want to deal with it. There was literally a steak in there that someone had gifted Jason from one of those, like, like send a steak, whatever.
Yeah. Steak of the month club.
Steak, thank you.
Yeah.
A steak of the month club.
Yeah.
There was literally
He would actually love that, by the way.
2016, and I'm like,
2016?
I'm like, I think she has, I think she's past the prom.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to throw this sucker on the grill. I think it's done, but you don't know. It says my audio keeps going out.
What says that? They are saying
A couple people say that.
You want my mic?
Yeah, just give me your mic. I'll use Becca's. Hang tight. No, my Bob Barker. My Bob Barker. You guys can let me know if that's better for you. My Bob Barker puff thing here might be losing some luster. Let me know. I'll wait till you guys confirm that I'm sounding good. I can wait.
I mean, it looks good over here.
I can wait. Let me read your comments while we wait.
Yeah.
Okay, did the Roombas work though? Cap. One did not work at all, but he had to keep it, parts and such. One of them had sucked up poop. Not dog poop. Dog poop. Mm-hmm. I spent 2 hours outside in the cold cleaning it. I got that thing squeaky because I have a very important question about poop in this scenario anyways, but I'll ask it later. Still happening? It was both of y'all. Scott, let me listen.
Yeah, hold on.
Still going in and out. What is it?
I'm not sure, especially if it's both of us and we switch microphones.
Hang on, guys.
Wow, that's loud. That is loud.
Is everything plugged in good on the switcher?
Yeah. I mean, I'm even having good signal over here.
Hang on, guys. Now the sound is behind. We get some, I hear you fine. Sounds fine to me. I'm trying to hear. Can you hear yet?
It's fine on my phone. I haven't had any issues. For those of you who are having sound issues, refresh your page.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's fine for me. It's not like we don't believe you. Try and refresh. Let us know. Anyways, I cleaned that Roomba. It was so clean. Got it back looking fresh. I told Jason, do not run that Roomba because Lenny's still getting used to the house and he will poop again. What do you think the man did? He let the Roomba go.
Oh, of course.
He comes home for lunch. What did the Roomba do? Not only sucked up the poop, it wiped it all over the house.
Smeared it everywhere.
It smeared it everywhere.
Yep, that sounds right.
It sat on the back porch for about 6 months, and then we did toss it in the dumpster. One of them, he put in the basement. He put in the garage, not the basement. So it sucked up a bunch of
motor oil
and nuts and bolts and things, and then she decided that she was tired and didn't want to do her job anymore. Who could blame her?
Yeah,
So, Kat, if they powered on, yes. If they worked, not really.
on the Roomba front, for those of you who have a Roomba, do I need one? And here's why I'm asking. I vacuum twice a day right now, primarily because we're still doing some renovations and people are in and out and all that fun stuff.
Absolutely.
But I definitely will be vacuuming at least once a day. Like, is it worth it? Should I do it? Do they do a good job? Am I going to be happy? You let me know. Anyway.
Becca knows how I feel on Roombas. You all can talk about Roombas for sure. Anyways, talking about poop. I saw this on TikTok and I thought it was hilarious. This woman was decluttering her house and she said that she likes this rule when sometimes you're fighting about if you want to keep it or not. If this item was covered in poop, would you throw it away or would you take the time to clean it?
Oh, that's good. That's
you
good.
know, this can be applied to anything. When it came to the Roomba the first time, I cleaned it. When it came to the Roomba the second time, I threw it away. But you could apply that to anything. Skincare products, furniture, clothing, anything. If this was covered in feces, would you clean it or would you toss?
See, I can't do that with my husband because the answer is always yes, because he keeps everything and he keeps things
Wayne
that he doesn't need.
We
If
omit
it's
Wayne
free,
from this.
it could be a free dried up piece of turd and he would still
But you know,
keep it because it was free.
But you know, that's fine. If you're in the mindset of wanting to get rid of something, that question will help. It will not help somebody who digs in the trash.
Wayne is not allowed to be in the house when I pack or when I declutter because he
Totally understandable.
And sometimes I have to take things to the trash when he's not there, like actually not in the trash can, because he has been known to look through the bags in the trash can to see if I got rid of things. To which I always am like, put it back. You're not allowed to keep that. I don't know why you're wasting your time.
Like in another life, I don't believe in reincarnation. Sometimes I just say that. It's like in another life, he just dumpster dove, like for his job.
Well, he is called a dumpster dad, but he would do that.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't buy anything. Not used in 6 months. Toss it. Check your expiration dates. I love this one. This is so hard for some people, not for me. This is so hard for some people. So if you hear this and light bulbs go off and you're like, oh no, that's me, you know who you are. We're talking about clutter, okay? We're not talking about is this good, is this bad? We're talking about just clutter. If you want to declutter, use the products you have before you buy different or new products. Now, this is different than creating a stock. If I see that we're running low on toothpaste, I purchase a tube of toothpaste. I keep it in a little container in the bathroom. Very small, 10 by 12 container. That is different. I'm talking about perfume again. Let's say perfume. If you love 3 different perfumes and you're like, okay, I want to get more perfume. Well, you're just adding to the clutter. Use the perfume that you have before you buy new. This is great with makeup. If you have a good makeup routine, you have the makeup you use every single day, maybe some that you use for a little glam look in the evenings. But if you notice yourself just purchasing excess amounts of makeup, Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Use what you have before you purchase something else.
Mm-hmm.
This does not count if your mascara is dried up and crusty. Throw it away, get a new one. You know what I mean? Use what you have before you buy new stuff. This is really hard for some people who like to collect things, you know?
I hope this isn't on your list. I hope it's not.
If it is.
And this is not really about decluttering so much as organizing. I've seen it on Instagram a couple of times where there's like this reel of people who they have something in their hand, and instead of putting it away, they just lay it down. And in each one, it's like, don't put it down, put it where
away.
it goes. Don't
That's
put it down.
not on my list, but I
put
love
it away.
that.
And I love that. And I've started doing that. Like if I come in and I'm going to throw my purse on the counter, I'm like, if I can put it here, putting it up is 2 steps later. And then I don't have to spend an hour later putting all this stuff.
I love it.
So don't put it down, put it away.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's great for decluttering.
Yeah.
That's great. Because clutter does not just mean excess. It means that your stuff is not where it's supposed to be.
Right.
That's cluttered.
Well, and that's the other
if your
thing.
stuff has a home, that's called organized. If your stuff's not in its home, that's called cluttered.
One thing that I have had to be cautious and become more aware of, especially when I was living in a smaller house, it's not so big of an issue now that I have more room. But if I'm going to purchase something, is there a place for it? Whether that's decor, whether that is extra food, whether that is clothing.
Christmas decorations.
Yeah, if I don't
all
have
that
a
stuff.
specific place for it to be stored or for it to go, I'm not buying it.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Have a place in mind. If you're at a estate sale and you're like, that piece of furniture is gorgeous, where the crap's it gonna go?
Right.
Don't just smush it somewhere.
Just because it's a good deal doesn't necessarily mean that you need it.
Exactly.
And that's one reason why I hate places like Costco and Sam's, because you buy things in bulk.
Lord,
but
Lord.
most people
Can't.
don't have
You
room
can't
for all of
store
those
it.
things. So then things get shoved here. It becomes overwhelming
You
because
forget what you have. You end up
Yes.
buying more 50-ounce
Yes.
jars of peanut butter.
you're opening the cabinet and things are coming out everywhere. It's an avalanche.
Or one of my favorites is your kid loves something, so you buy it in bulk at
Yeah.
Sam's. Then they don't like it
Right.
anymore, and then it, I love that tip though. Kat said, "OMG, Rach, I'm feeling the need to stop working right now and go dump out the crap I don't use in the bathroom
Kat,
drawers."
do it. Do it. You
Listen,
should have seen the trash bags full of stuff that I got rid of in my bathroom when we moved.
Kat, wait till I show you guys the pictures. I'm a very visual person, so I can sit here and talk to you all day, but I have really cool pictures too that I can't wait to share with you. Now, this is a very realistic, okay? This is not the lake house, okay? This is the house in Knoxville. This is a small, cozy, I don't want to call the house dated. I don't want to call it, it is kind of dated.
Which one?
Lindell. It's cozy and
It's,
comfy, small. This is a very realistic.
It's nice. It's very nice.
This is a very realistic middle class way for you guys. This is not me like, can't wait to show you guys my 400 square foot walk-in pantry. This is not that. This is very
No, it's
affordable ways that you guys can do this for normal people.
Yeah,
Okay, this
yeah.
is nothing. Well, look at me, hey, over here. I'm so excited that my house is organized. Like, some tips for you guys. Another thing that you guys are going to be mad at me about, I'm guilty of this too. And it goes right along with don't purchase something you don't need, like, don't buy it if you already have it type thing, is cleaning products.
mm-hmm.
Okay?
How many do you really
At
need?
one point, I had 5 different types of shower cleaners. 5 is 3. 3 is still a lot. 2 is probably good, okay? But cleaning products, number one, they're expensive. Cleaning products are expensive. If you've got kids, you can't keep them around kids anyways. Then you open it up and you're trying to get the Clorox wipes and it's busted at the seams. And honestly, if I put everything on my kitchen island that I used to clean my entire house, it might be 10, 15 products max.
Yeah, I have a
and
glass
in my
cleaner.
drawer is so many.
Yeah.
You don't need it all.
On a regular basis, I use glass cleaner. I use granite cleaner, or like a
Yes.
granite buffer. I use my multi-purpose cleaner, which is what I use most of the time. And I
Yes.
have one in an automatic aerated bottle, and I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever.
Yes.
I use Fabuloso because I use it on my floors,
Love
and
it.
sometimes I mix it with water and spray it on
Love it.
stuff. The pink stuff, that pink paste stuff, because I use it to clean the top of my stove. And then I have the Clorox foaming. And that's
Love
basically
that.
all I use. So
Love
6
that.
things.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
You don't need a lot, especially if you love a product. And another point on here that's going to kind of shift into that is a product that has that's multi-purpose. So a multi-purpose cleaner you can use for all kinds of things. Make sure to go through your house and get rid of something that has, so like if you have 4 different kitchen gadgets, but you can purchase one kitchen gadget that does all 4 of those things, get rid of those 4 gadgets and get the one multi-purpose gadget. Okay, that's going to save you a lot of things too. So
Counter space and
look for ways in your home, not just in the kitchen, that you can get rid of several products and replace it with one product that has 3 functions to replace those, if that makes sense.
Well, and that's sort of on that same note. It's just a personal opinion, but I don't like having things on my countertops. It's cluttery to me.
Yeah.
It stresses me out when there's so much stuff, and then I don't have the workspace that I need if I am trying to make something, or if I need to put food out for a gathering. And so one thing that on that same note, we have a Keurig coffee maker and we have an espresso machine. Well, I found a machine that does both, and so
love that.
I told
you
Wayne,
got rid of one.
Two to get
one that does both.
Correct.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's very practical. It might be a bit of a splurge, but in the long run, if it's important to you to have your countertop
we use it
clear,
24/7. So
absolutely,
let's make this investment. Yeah.
I would call this a hack. If you want something like a room to instantly look decluttered, get stuff off the floor.
Oh, I hate stuff on the floor.
Put stuff vertical. Garage, get vertical. Put stuff on the walls.
Yes.
Okay, if you don't want like a bookshelf sitting down, get shelves to put on your wall.
Yep.
You know, instantly it makes your house look decluttered. Room by room, get stuff off the floor.
It makes your house look decluttered, and it's also easier to clean. If you
It is
think
so
about
much
it,
easier
you're
to
either
clean.
not going to pick it up and vacuum and mop under it, or you're going to have to go around it, and there's too much. And so one thing that I've done in this house, when I vacuum and when I mop, I put everything that's on the floor, like plants and chairs and things like that, on the rug, or I put them up on the table, and it has really just made me super mindful about what is on the floor.
Yes.
And I don't want to put all that because I don't want to have to pick it all up and clean it.
And it looks better without it.
It does.
Less is more, you know. Kat said, no, this is Megan, sorry. Gordon Ramsay says, don't keep one-trick ponies in your kitchen, i.e. a garlic press. Just mince with a knife.
Yes. Yeah.
Things like that. If you're going to use your garlic press 3-4 times a year, odds are you don't need a garlic press in there unless you just have oodles of space.
Yeah.
Another thing I love, I do this in Charlie and David's closets, and have one in our in a room downstairs. Always have a donate or donate box somewhere already ready. Because it's so easy to go through your house and say, this doesn't really fit me, I'll donate that later. But if you have a box already ready in your home, ready for donate things, if you find something in Charlie's room, you find a toy, you find something in the kitchen, you're like, I don't really use this. Instead of putting it back and saying, I'll donate this later, take it to the donate box, throw it in. Just throw it in there.
Yeah.
It's great for kids' clothes. Now, I don't donate them, I'll give them to friends or whatever, but if Charlie grows out of something, I'll make a note. I'll say, I'll wash it. Once it's washed, it goes in the donate box. That's it.
I think also having a rule for yourself. I was bad, especially at our other house, about saying, I'm going to put this in the garage because I'm going to have a yard sale. Well, if you don't have a yard sale in 6 months, you're probably not going to have the yard sale.
Very true.
So either donate it to somebody, a youth group or something like that, who is having a yard sale so that someone can make money off of it, or just take it to Central Services, Goodwill, whatever like that, or put it on Facebook that says free to good home. If it's something that's good and a friend would like it, just give it away for free. Because it's not, you're not going to have that yard sale if you haven't made the plan to do that.
I'm going to pull these.
While she's pulling that up, I am getting ready to put the final coat of paint on my closet. That will be my craft room storage closet. And guys, I do not have a craft room in this house. I don't know how we almost double our square footage and I don't have a craft room, partly because the room that I would have used for crafting is now a playroom. It's a whole thing. Eventually I'll have one. But I am going to be putting shelves. So the closet is right outside where my dining room is. So I will eventually be using the dining room. Like when I use my Cricut and stuff like that, I'll have to pull it out of the closet and put it up. So it will be very convenient. But it's under steps closet that we're putting the shelves in, and I'm going to be organizing. All of my craft stuff right now is either in Beckett's closet or in my linen closet. It's everywhere. It's insane. So I'm very excited about getting to go through all of that because I didn't go through those things when we moved. I just pulled all of this stuff out and moved it and thought I'll go through it later. So I will be going through that. I might do a live on that. Maybe we could declutter that stuff together. That would be fun.
Love it.
And then we'll just be putting it on the shelves and stuff like that.
I love stuff like that. I love anything organized and clean, declutter. If you know, if I end up getting blessed and bored later and I'm able to help friends or family or friends of friends or something, number one, they got to be out of the house. Don't be there if you want me to declutter your house.
Yeah, I don't want to hear, I'm going to keep that. No.
Don't be there. If you love something, you want to keep it, my advice to you is go through and get it while you can. Because, yeah. Also, while I show these pictures, I want to reiterate, we do donate things. This particular time we got this dumpster, we wanted rid of it. We wanted it gone.
Yeah.
Okay? I apologize if you see something in the dumpster and you're like, that was perfectly good. Someone could have used that. I only do this. I'll probably never do this again with the dumpster. We just wanted it gone. We paid good money for the dumpster. Instead of having to bag it, take it ourselves, unload it, we paid for the convenience of throwing it in the dumpster. So that's just what we did. PSA. Because there's a lot of crap in this dumpster. Okay, here she is being delivered. Did I take a picture of her being delivered? Yes.
Wow.
This is Junk Be Gone.
Junk Be Gone.
This is my gorgeous, gorgeous dumpster. Okay?
Is that a camping chair that you were sitting in just waiting for her to be delivered?
I don't feel the need to be judged.
Whatever.
Yes, I was waiting. Jason said that the guy needed to make sure that it was okay where it was. And I'm like, okay. So I pop a squat down there. Oh, and the Lord gave us gorgeous days for this too. The weather, it was like upper 50s, lower 60s.
Opportunity.
You can leave the door open. Oh, God, it's perfect. Okay, so this was 3 hours in, 2 hours in.
I don't even know that it was that long.
Probably not. I had already thrown away a lot of things, okay? This was the
Is that a chair?
That's the chair.
Oh, the chair.
That's the chair. We had it in the detached garage here at the lake house, and I said, I'm going to get that chair and put it in Charlie's room. So I flip it over, load it in my truck. I'm going to say 75 spiders decided to crawl out of it.
Yeah, I'd be dead.
And then I saw that there were sacks, like the spider egg sacks, and then I decided it wasn't worth it. So I threw it away. This was like the first day. That was the Cedar Spin Mop Easy Ring that I had already
it was the crappy one.
I had already thrown away the insert to it, the Easy Ring insert. I threw a rinse clean, that's what it's called. I threw that away months ago because I hated it. So this was like an empty shell of a
It was a bucket.
Bucket that I was trying to use, but water was getting all over the kitchen. It was an absolute nightmare. So toss that. Anyways, is that the same thing? Anyway, I think that was it. This was like end of day. I think I might have
Rachel would send us videos. Like she was like exhilarated. It was like her. Did you climb in the dumpster at one point? You were like throwing DVDs away.
I did
and
have
you could
to
just
climb in
see
the
the
dumpster.
joy in her face.
I did have to climb in the dumpster.
I mean,
guys, I could not walk. Jason had to give me a prescription pain pill. Okay, I couldn't walk.
her legs were bruised up.
My legs were bruised up, and I would sit down after I showered and I ate. I would eat like a 500 calorie, because you're just working, you don't even realize. At the end of the day, it'd be dark, I'd finally be showered, I'd be popping a pain pill, I'd sit there, I'd look over at Jason, I'd say, best week ever. Bless his heart, he's like, this is pitiful.
There's no feeling quite like your body hurting beyond all.
But hurting in a good way.
But knowing it was because you worked your butt off and achieved something that you wanted to finish.
I said, Jason, I could want designer handbags or shoes. I could want Louis Vuitton shoes. What did I want? I wanted a dumpster. I wanted a dumpster. This thing was $375 of magic.
To be fair, he got off pretty cheap there. There's no way in the world that $350 would have bought you any designer handbag or shoes. But so
guys, there's a grill in here. There's a deep freezer in here. There's a
oh my God, that deep freeze.
There is
I think it had a dead body in it.
There's
at one
like
point.
a 70-inch flat screen TV in here that's like 15 years old. It didn't even turn on anymore, but it was attached to the wall, so we never did anything with it. It was downstairs. That's in here. Okay, so much is in here. Anyway, moving on.
Love this.
So I got, now again, this is real. This isn't, I took things out to be an influencer. This is exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Okay, these are things I would use all the time. So this is our main drawer in our kitchen, okay? It's the catch-all drawer. When I tell you, you couldn't find anything, and every one of those thumbtacks that you see right here were out of this thing. And
just everywhere?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so you'd reach your hand in there, then pull out, then you'd have 3 thumbtacks stuck to your hand.
I've been there.
It was a nightmare.
True junk drawer.
A true junk drawer. So I got these off of Amazon. Love them. A 25-pack for $20 maybe. So a little less than $1 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. They have little grippers on all 4 corners. So when you shut the drawer and open the door, it's not going to slide around. You guys do not understand the importance of that. It's very important. So this is the stuff we use all the time. Okay, we have a teenager boy. He's stinky. So we have a lot of this gain, and there's some random birthday
The battery
candles.
organization is what I really appreciate, because nothing is more infuriating than needing a battery and not being able to find them.
Absolutely. Or them being in a baggie or loose or anything, and I'm like, I just need 6 AA's. Where are they? And you're hunting
and you have
for
5.
them.
Yeah.
So I loved this. Loved it.
Yeah.
All of our chip clips. This is very, very realistic. We had our cutting boards. We use cutting boards all the time, whether it's for fruit or meat, anything like that. We just had them haphazardly thrown in here. They were in a stack. So if you needed the biggest one, you'd have to pull it from the bottom and like shake all of the ones on the top off, if that makes any sense. It was an absolute mess, okay? So we just got these little dividers that set up straight on Amazon, and they've absolutely changed the game for us. This was like a $6 organization piece that really made a difference for us. Love those. These are the infamous plastic like organizers. If you can see, they have one here, 1, 2, 3. They have dividers in them.
Can you move those dividers?
You can absolutely. You can move them. You can remove them. So take them out altogether. Again, I will have all of this linked for you. I just now got Anna signed into Amazon, or I would do that. Anyways, so this is Charlie's little snacks area, okay? That's what those are for. Now, I will show you pictures. I've sprinkled these all around the house for multiple different uses so you can see. They're great for snacks like this, especially if you have large cabinets in your kitchen where you can't really see what's in them. Instead of having to take them out of the cabinet and then see, it's clear, so you can see what's in them. I love clear. This is our gadget drawer. This is all that's in it. I use scissors. I don't know why.
I do too, instead of cutting it.
I use scissors. So if you have a toddler, you know.
Yeah.
So this is 4 pairs of scissors. There are days when none of these are in here because I've used them all. Chicken nuggets, pancakes. I use scissors all the time. We have an immersion blender, thank you, Becca, that I use all the time as well. I love that immersion blender. An ice cream scoop, one single can opener, and magnetized. They're not all on a loop. I kind of hate the measuring cups on a loop. It kills me.
Yeah, because you have to wash everything.
Hate them.
Yeah.
So these are magnetized together. They're just little measuring spoons. Love them. Love them. So we have that thrown in there, very simple. So these are stackable clear drawers, okay? Stackable clear drawers. I got these on Amazon. They open from the bottom. They are very well made. They're very sturdy, very good quality. I can't say enough about these. They're boxes, so you can take them. You can stack 4 on top of each other. You can have them all in a line, whatever you want to do. But this is where we have, you can see up here, these are all of Jason's medicines that he takes daily, weekly. These are the regular type of medications like Charlie's vitamins, my goodie powders, all that. Down here is nothing but drink packets because we use a lot of drink packets for our waters and stuff, liquid IVs. And up here is miscellaneous. So it has the HG1 greens that Jason sometimes gets on a kick and decides to take for a couple weeks. Some antacid tablets, some Vicks Vapo Rub. But these drawers are phenomenal. I absolutely adore these clear drawers. I think I have another. Yes. So here's the side of them so you can see. There's the front of them. and here's the side of them. So they're a really good size, and then they're completely boxed in, so they're really nice quality. And me and Jason are very tall people. I'm like 5'10", 5'11". Jason's like 6'1". So he has no problem. These are above our refrigerator. We have no problem getting these at all. So you just take the drawer out. He can sift through his medicine. These used to be in 2 very large bins up here, white, kind of, I don't know, crisscross looking woven type bins, just tossed in there. Everything was mixed together. You couldn't find anything. Jason was searching for his pills. He couldn't find it. It was an absolute mess in there. So that was a really great solution for us. And again, practical. You can see the dust on top of the refrigerator. I did nothing to spice up these pictures for you guys. I just snapped them as is. This is, oh God. One of the solutions I did last year for my husband's seasoning addiction. I love these. They're shallow. They have a lip on them, so they'll tuck in there instead of like having the potential to fall off. I really like these. I will link these as well as everything else. This might be a third of the spices he had before I went through and purged.
I have a lot of spices too. Anna, when we moved, she was like, "This is ridiculous."
Like, use what you have. If he starts walking the spice aisle, I'm like, get away. Get away from the spice aisle.
Mine aren't duplicated. Well, one of mine is duplicated a lot, but the rest of them aren't duplicated.
He has so many. One will be like mesquite smoked, and one's like hickory smoked, and one's, and I'm like, can you just smoke paprika and blackened paprika and regular paprika? I don't get it. Okay, so this, along with this, I'm going to talk about my last point as I show you these pictures. And the last point I have for you guys, let me pull up this thing, is what are your family specific needs? If you don't have a lot of spices, do not organize your spices on the wall. This helps Jason not buy more spices. It helps him choose his spices more easily. What else is specific for your family? One thing for us is having 2 trash cans. We have a lot of trash. You can notice the lids of these are speckled with paint from where Jason just rolled next to the trash can. Those are just speckled with paint. So that would be the spice shelves, the 2 trash cans. We have a couple other little things that are very specific to our family's needs that were very necessary when decluttering and organizing. So we couldn't live without 2 trash cans. They're small, but they're really great. Okay, I love these trash cans. We do have 2 of them when we need them badly. So that's one thing that you don't have to sacrifice if your family has a great need for it. Of course, be kind to yourself when you're thinking about things to get rid of. If your family accumulates a lot of trash, you don't want to take trash out every single day, get 2 trash cans. It's great. Okay, next, this is the hub of the kitchen. So this is on like the far side of the kitchen. This on the right side here is where all of our grab and go snacks, ramen, noodles, chips, everything is at. On the left side is where all of the baking, excess canned goods, all of the extra things like, you know, an extra bottle of mayo, an extra bottle of ketchup, all that stuff is in here. I love having your pots and pans hung if you can do it in a way that's not hideous and that will be okay for your home. Some homes just can't have it, but this is into the wall, and all of our pots and pans are up here. You can see them easy, you can grab them easy. I absolutely love it. Also, 2 things I will never give up is our cup caddy and my ice machine. My ice machine is one of my favorite things we own. I don't care if it took up 8 feet of counter space, I have to have it.
Same.
I adore it.
Same.
And we are a plastic cup family. Plastic plates, plastic cups, plastic forks and knives. I'm so sorry for the environment, but that's just the way we do it most of the time. We even have a cup organizer here, except it's got a little more class to it. So here, this one, you can see it's plastic, but it's cute. It holds these cups so they're not just sitting on the counter. It's just a very small way to make it look a little bit more put together. So yeah, that was like $10. I'll link all of this, I promise. But this is the hub of the home here. Love it. We could really get rid of some of these pots and pans, but you know, choose your battles. Okay, next, I just had to show this because I think it's hilarious. We don't have a ton of these stainless steel tumblers and things like that. This is the tumbler I drink out of every single day.
It's hideous.
I put milk in it. Look, do you see it? It's all chipped and you see from the Disney Resort and Spa in Hawaii, okay? Tanner Bell bought this for me in like 2017. And I have drug it. This has been moved like 7 times, okay? I texted him a couple months ago, a picture of it, and I said, she's still getting daily use. And Tanner just about died. He said, I would not have never dreamed that you'd even still have this cup. And I'm like, it's a good one. It's good. So you don't need 7, 8, 10 of these, okay? I use this every day, all day. If I'm switching between drinks, guess what I do? I rinse it out. There's milk in there from the cookie I just ate, and I'm done. I'll rinse it out, put me some ice and Coke in there, and go about with my day. Now, I do think stainless steel is very important, especially if you have a toddler, because you're going to forget about it. It's going to, and you want it to stay nice and crisp and cool. Okay, this is our closet. Full transparency, here it is. I just flicked the light on and took a picture. There's still some things I want to do in here, definitely. But I just wanted to show you guys what our closet looked like right now. This is the master closet. None of these clothes are Jason's. All of these clothes are mine.
Where are his 7 Columbia shirts?
They are downstairs in the laundry room.
Okay.
He puts his pants on.
He wears, how many colors does he have? He might have
like 10 or 12.
But he's
colors.
Changed sizes, so
yes.
Does he still have all of them?
No.
Okay.
He has mostly blues and greens.
All he wears is khaki cargo shorts. And
he only has 2 pairs of those.
But okay, button up Columbia shirts. Is he still in hookahs?
Hokas, yes. He only wears hokas.
And these terribly tacky, fiery red orange swim trunks in the summer from Amazon.
Those were in the dumpster.
Oh, both of them?
Were in the dumpster.
Both of them?
All of them I could find.
Okay.
Those are nowhere to be found because he's lost so much weight too. He'll never be able to fit in them in the summer anyways.
Yeah.
So Jason gets up, puts his pants on, puts one of these shirts on. I don't know if you can see my cursor. He puts one of these shirts on and then walks downstairs to get in his truck to go. And he turns right into the laundry room, which is right off the garage door, puts his shirt on, then goes.
Hey, I mean,
so I take his shirts out of the washing machine, hang them up, go.
Yeah.
So up here is all of our bags. Okay, so these bags I use all the time next to my bog bag, which I use probably more than I'd like to admit. These are empty. That has up here, this has winter toboggans and gloves and beanies and stuff. That's my purse. I don't really use a purse, but when I do, there she is in all her glory. Okay, this back here is my shorts. This right here is my moo-moos. This right here is my leggings, and this right here is my granny panties.
Wait,
okay?
You don't use a dresser?
Never have I had a dresser in my room. So there's a dresser with empty drawers, but I much prefer walking into the closet, grabbing my panties, grabbing my leggings, grabbing my shirt, and walking out. So this is how I've always done it.
That's because you're not an accessory person. Like
True.
Or shoe person. I have to have, like, the space that you have those baskets in, I would have full of shoes and purses. And so I use a dresser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never have.
That is so funny.
Never.
Literally empty.
There's empty drawers, but
That
I'm
is
just
so
the muscle
funny.
memory. I walk in there and
Yeah.
see what I have.
Yeah.
So this is how I've always had it set up. I want to get matching bins for all of them eventually.
Yeah.
Those are empty, but there's not enough of them. But anyways, yeah, those are all my shorts, which it's winter season, so I don't use those often anyway. But moo-moos, which I went through, I can fit in all of these, but it's an excess of them. Yeah, these are all my leggings, which is all, you can see this is all my clothes. Do you see any pants hanging? Anybody? Anybody see any jeans hanging? Anybody? There's some jeans tucked way back here that Sweet Anna gave me that I may wear. Okay, I'm a smidge too fat for them now. I'll get back down there. Don't worry. But my leggings, that's all I wear every day.
Yeah.
That's all I put on every day. Clearly, I'm a t-shirt gal. Clearly. However, these here are the only ones that I wear right now.
I see some dresses over there.
These are yours.
I know.
Though these are all Becca's.
Yeah.
Thank you, Becca. I do have some nicer clothes back here. These are all my hoodies for the winter season. Jason's hoodies are tucked in there somewhere. These are all the shirts. These are 3X, extra large, 2X. Right now, these are like, there's a mix of sizes. I do like to keep different sizes because if you know, you know. I fluctuate sizes depending on I could not get rid of these because I would need them
Right.
soon. because I'm crazy that way.
I now sleep in my shirts that are too big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love them. Love
Yeah.
them. This is all the shoes we own. This is it.
And I've seen you wear
3 of them.
maybe.
See, this empty hole right here, that's because those were on my feet at the moment, okay? Now, this is not counting boots that we can't get in there, okay? I have some boots that won't fit, things like that, but these are all of Jason's shoes and all of my shoes. They all fit in here. I've got Vans, Converse, some Nikes, some, what were these? Topa, Loca, not Hoka, Flux.
Flux.
Some
You wear
Flux
those. You wear
shoes.
those.
I think you've seen me wear all these.
I've seen you wear the Vans. I've seen you wear.
You've seen me wear my Chuck Taylors, my Converse.
I don't remember those bottom right Converse.
Right here?
Yeah.
I've had those since 8th grade. These are the famous Big 10 Little 11.
Oh,
These are
never,
the famous.
You could never throw those
No,
away.
I can't. No. Plus, they're fun. They're paint splattered. They're
Yeah.
really cute.
Yeah.
But I've had them since 8th grade because I've also haven't changed sizes. Okay, next. I'm going to move through this faster. I'm sorry, guys. So this is our linen closet in the bathroom. This is it. This is all she wrote. Jason keeps his stuff in the drawers that's parallel to, not parallel, Jason, across from this. He keeps his beard stuff across from this. I do have a picture right here that you can see, but right here, this is all the stuff that I use. This is it. I get out of the shower, I put my skincare on, put my deodorant on. This is my ring cleaner, my contact solution, my scar care for my surgery scar. These are some little eye masks here. This is my overflow, okay? This one's almost empty, so I purchased another one. Right here it is. We're almost out of toothpaste, so right here one is, okay? Nail file, all that type of stuff. I'm a big advocate for only buying enough linens to have maybe one backup set per person per who's in your house.
Same.
Because when I first stayed at Jason's, first night I stayed with him, okay, took me a shower, reached for a towel that I am 100% positive hadn't been washed in 5 years. I am 100% positive. And that's a problem that no one would know about because if you have an excess amount of linen, you're not going to rotate them out.
It's not fresh.
It's
You
not
just don't
fresh.
realize
It's not,
it, yeah.
So if you only have a couple of sets, they're all going to be rotated. They're all going to be fresh. None of them match, and I'm totally fine with that. So we've got our big, these are actually called bath sheets.
They're my
not called
favorite.
bath
That's what I
towels.
use.
I adore these. These are for the boys, but they have a set in their bathroom right now that they're using. So this is the extra set. This is an extra set. Ours are hanging right to the left of this picture on towel hooks. We have one extra hand towel because I do laundry so often. But anyways, this is floss picks, Q-tips, and face pads. I use those all the time. Flipping directly across, you can see in the mirror, that's the closet. Jason has his beard stuff, his deodorant. This is my Aquaphor here. This is the comb. What I like about this is it doesn't look cluttered because there's something to put it on. Does that make any sense at all?
Right, and I was going to say the same thing.
Yes.
For whatever reason, in my head, if it's on a tray, if it's in a little
It
something,
looks
instead
better.
of just on the counter,
Looks
it does
better.
look better.
Looks better. So you can even see here, I love these. These are actually stone. These are like quick drying stone. I love these. So
Yeah.
it's got his toothbrush, his soap, my toothbrush. I switch our soaps because men are nasty and when they pee, they don't wash their hands mostly. And I always wash my hands. Anyways, so I switch these. That's mine, but I've used so much of it. I got the fresh one since I use more hand soap. I just didn't want you to think that Jason's the one washing his hands all the time and I'm not. I am. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, since it's all on a tray, it looks nice and organized. Love that. I think we're nearing the end here.
Let's talk controversy. Do you wash your towel every time you use it, or is it for a couple of showers?
Couple showers for
Same.
sure.
Because you're clean when you get out of the shower.
I would say
I do about 3.
3 or
yeah,
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wash towels and all that maybe every 4th or 5th day.
Yeah.
So when I'm ready to wash them, we'll switch them out and then I'll throw the ones in the wash, then fold
Same,
those, hang those
same.
up so that they're always being rotated.
Yes.
Always going to stay fresh, always going to smell nice.
Yep.
Same with hand towels, the boys' towels. Same with the bath mat I step out of the shower with. I'll wash that once a week. Maybe every other week, I'm not going to lie. Maybe every other. Because it kind of just gets a little bit, it dries quick, but sometimes it can get a little bit musty and a little bit, Okay, so next is, I just want to show, I have really no tips for you here. I just want to show you this set up, and then I wear contacts. I have retainers. I have things like that. All of that is here, off the ground to the side. I have it here. Why? I don't know. I just do. I take my retainers out, wash them. What happens when you wash them? They're wet. I like to set them on a...
Because then they get disgusting if you put
I
them
like
in
to
something.
set them on a rag here that I've folded. So every other week I'll take this rag out, put a fresh one in here. This is very few things for my eyelashes, my contacts. And then this is first aid stuff. Then we've got prescription medication. This is all Charlie's stuff. Charlie's shelf, our stuff. That's how I've got that organized. And then I think that's it. Oh, we threw away our dining room table.
What are you going to do in there, Rach?
Aerobics, I guess. Some stretching. We've got room for it now.
Can you put the Bowflex in there?
We can put the Bowflex in there for sure. That'd be a great space. You can see this little area right here. This is the start of the kitchen. So this is just like the other angle. There's my laptop. There, right there she is, waiting on me. That's where she is right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got rid of our dining room table. It was huge. I want to get a rug for in here. I think it'd be cute. It was a big, Becca's seen it, very heavy table squished up in the corner. Charlie would constantly throw things underneath it, and then I couldn't get them, so I'd make him get them. So we just put this in here. I had this in the little house I moved into after I got divorced from James. I just bought a little bitty table for me and Charlie, and I ended up keeping it, and it's a good thing we did because we needed a little bit. This is the kitchen. I just took a little snap. This is those big drawers that you've seen, those big cabinets. That's that hub over there. There's Lenny's dog food with a cup over there that's usually inside that. Keurig. I use this Tavala oven 4 times a day, okay?
Wait, why do you have that Keurig and the one over on the... Oh, no, that was an ice machine.
That's an ice
Never
maker.
mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So got my Keurig over there, Tavala oven. I mean, we're talking breakfast. We're talking Charlie's lunch every single day. It's great for little personal size pizzas, chicken nuggets, Hot Pockets. Throw anything, cookies, throw anything in there. This is our catch-all basket that we have to have because Jason hoards mail. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's important to have a spot specifically for mail.
So he hoards mail, and here's some cords to charge our devices. You can see the iPad's plugged up right now. I think that's the last photo. Oh no, one more. This is the cleaning closet that's not underneath the kitchen sink. Underneath the kitchen sink is where all of my sprays are. This is all of my, except in here, hang on, right there. Right there is a little, it's tucked in the corner, nobody can see it. A Swiffer, which I only use if Lenny pees in the floor and I haven't mopped. Dog. And then some Swiffer dusters. Other than that, this is what we've got, okay? We don't have anything nuts. I've got one of those little Swiffer dusters that Jason had. One thing right here that's to clean baseboards that I've never used. Jason bought it, but I kept it because I'm like, my cedar mop. And then this is a steam mop that Jason swears he absolutely adores. So I kept one. He had 3. He had 3 steam mops. So I kept it. But yeah, so that's it. You can go back to me. I know that was a riveting
I wanted you
display.
to share. I sent you a link to your text message, and I wanted you to share it because it's one of my favorite organizational things. I gifted myself these for Christmas and put them in the new house, and I'll show you.
Oh, I love that.
These are my favorite things ever. Now, they are expensive, but they are worth it.
Do they?
They have different sizes to fit different cabinets.
You drill them in.
You drill them in.
I love
They have
this.
single ones for
Let me go over
for
here.
shorter. Yeah. I'll explain it in a second. They're I absolutely love them. You can get them at Lowe's too, and it's not the same brand, but they are the exact same thing. Rev-A-Shelf, that one to the right is the one that I got from Lowe's. Go back.
Oh, sorry. This is
okay.
the one that the link.
Yeah,
you
I
sent
know.
me.
That one right
here?
there is what I
Okay.
got. Yes.
This is phenomenal.
Yeah, so they have double ones. They have several different, like a
I
double tier,
love
single tier.
these.
And our cabinets were custom cabinets, so they're very deep. And
Yeah.
so it's difficult to get down on the
I
floor and go back
hate
and
a
get
deep
those.
cabinet.
Yes.
I don't know why.
So I have put these in basically every single cabinet
Love
on the bottom,
these.
so I can just pull that out. I have my the lids to my Tupperware drive me absolutely insane.
100%.
So I have Tupperware up at eye level, and then I have the
Love it.
lids organized in like bins in these, so
Yeah.
that I just pull out and grab.
Love it.
Yes,
Love
I love
it.
organization. I'll have to take some pictures and post for you all
Yes,
too.
please
Yeah.
do. Well, that's all. That's all
Yeah.
I've got. You all let me know if you have Any questions? It's not like we do this for a living, but I feel like all of us here are pretty well versed in the declutter organization. I love walking into the house knowing that there's nothing I don't need in it. And now it'll only happen for a time.
Everything you'll have to do this all over again. This is not it's a revolving door.
You get it fixed, and then you say it'll never be cluttered again. And then in a year, you're like, how did we get here? It's called kids. It's called busy. It's called you're working. It's called life. So it just happens. But if every time you do it, you get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, then that's the whole point. So I think what we've organized is very practical. I feel like it'll be easy upkeep. You know, we didn't change anything super drastic and, you know, that's going to change our lives and make us have to do something different that we've been doing the same for years. It's just little changes, little things to organize better that have really changed the game here.
Jen said, what's your dish drying rack? I hate my white plastic one.
Mine is actually KitchenAid brand. I've bought KitchenAid.
I think it's KitchenAid.
I've bought
several. Or is it Rubbermaid?
KitchenAid, I think.
Okay.
I've bought several. I adore the KitchenAid one.
Is that the one that's upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's large. It's very good quality. I hand wash a lot of our dishes, so I want a big one. It's got 2 slots for silverware and 1 big compartment in the middle for like serving spoons and stuff to dry. I'll link that too. That's a phenomenal question. Love it.
I got it right here. I'll link it right now, but you can link it in the bottom.
Thank you. Thank you. Crystal, I'm so glad. It was so good to hear from you. I hope you're doing great.
Never mind. I can't remember how to get a link on here.
It's up at the very top blue, yellow button. Very top of the screen. It says like get it now or something. Are you signed in?
Yeah.
You should have it.
I know. I'm not seeing it.
It's up here. Get link at the very, very top of the screen, Goob.
Mine's not on there.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure you're signed in?
Yeah. Says I am. No. Hold on.
Interesting.
Goodness gracious.
I love that dish drying rack though, Jen. We have it in both houses. Jason actually bought the one for the house in Knoxville, Lindell. And I say Lindell because we live on Lindell Road. I just always say Lindell in the lake house. I don't know why. It was there, and I thought it was great, but I didn't know it was phenomenal. So I bought, I think, 2 here. Hated them both. And I'm like, I just want what we have at Lindell because it's perfect. And it's the KitchenAid brand. Love it. I love that controversial question. Okay, another controversial question. How often do you change your sheets and wash your sheets? Also, this is gonna blow your all's minds. I only have 1 set. I only have 1 set of sheets. I like fresh sheets with a capital F, so I will wash, dry, and place them still hot from the dryer onto the bed the same exact day that I wash them.
Well, I appreciate that, but like in the middle of the night, if a kid is sleeping in my bed or something and they pee or puke or something, like I'm going to have a backup.
Unfortunately, I've not thought of that.
Yeah, you need to buy another set, friend.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Biltmore sheets. Love a Biltmore sheet.
My favorite right now, they're so good, are from Sam's. They are member marked. They're 1,000 thread count. They're like $120 for king size. They are amazing. My one complaint is they don't have a lot of great color options.
Are they pretty deep pocketed though?
They don't come off my mattress, which we have the same mattress.
I need a deep pocket.
I think you would like these sheets, Rachel.
I'll get them. I'll pay some money for some sheets.
Same.
Okay?
You use them all the time.
You sleep on them.
And sheets really, for me, they affect the quality of my sleep.
And I wash them once a week. Once a week.
Yeah.
I think that's a very fair amount. Once a week.
I worked for a lady who washed hers. She changed her sheets every day. She was an older lady.
Okay.
Yes, like in her 70s.
All right. If that's what she wants to do.
She owned this place where I worked, so it's not like she just had tons of time. I was like, oh, yeah.
Every day is a little, because I'm a night showerer too, so it's not like I'm getting into the bed dirty. Anyways, that's fine. Teach their own. That's fine. But I will go and link all of this for you guys. I appreciate your patience. Sorry about that. But I love to declutter. This is the time of year where people start itching because it's cold. They can't really get outside. They start looking around. They're unhappy with their home and they want to do something. This is a way where you can do something. Okay? If you call around and see how much a dumpster is, because I'm telling you right now, nothing is more motivating than being able to open your back porch door, chuck something off of the back porch, and it just land right in a dumpster. It's phenomenal. Love it. I love organizing, loving all these ideas. Thanks, ladies. You're so welcome, Lorraine. I have so many sheets, it's ridiculous. My hubby has restless leg syndrome, so he wears out the sheets so fast. Yes, I've definitely noticed if you have someone that moves a lot or has a condition like that, the sheets will wear out. Or what I hate about sheets too is when they ball up and they get those little, you know, especially as often as you're washing
Yeah, I can't
them,
stand that.
you got to have a good set of sheets. I love sheets. Okay, well, that's all I have. Anna's laptop is going dead. If you have any other questions, please let us know. We are hoping that you're going to organize your home. We hope you will. We hope you enjoy organizing your home. I adore decluttering and organizing. It's great. Charlie does not.
It's liberating.
He's like, Ma, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm decluttering, Charlie. Thanks, guys. I'll link all this for you so you can go spend some money. Spend some monies. Spend some money. Anna's going to put some blonde in my hair.
Is she doing that today?
I don't know. How do you all feel about that? Some blonde. This is pretty close to my natural color. It's grown out a lot. This is pretty much it.
I like the length right now.
You don't think it's too long?
No, I think it looks cute. I do wonder.
I think I'm used to it looking a little. I think I'm used to feeling it shorter, but I like the way it looks.
It looks soft and nice right now. It
looks very feminine too.
Yeah,
I think
like
sometimes I'm on the cusp
really
of
good.
looking a little more masculine with my haircut.
My one concern, Rachel, is I do like you blonde, but you like how low maintenance this color is. Adding any amount of blonde is not going to be low maintenance.
I cannot stand. Now, if you have this hair, I'm so sorry. It's nothing. It's just it's nothing against you.
She doesn't like it on herself.
I hate the color disconnect. If I look back, and it's like brown, blonde, brown. I feel like I look way older. I feel like it ages me a lot. And I just don't like the look of that. I've always wanted my hair to look natural-ish. And I feel like with the disconnect of the colors, like if Anna bleaches my hair down to the scalp like she used to do, and then we'd let it grow out and she'd buzz it, you know, she'd trim my hair, then the back would be brown, my natural color, and then the top would still be bleached. Now it's really none of my business. You saw my bathroom. I don't have a mirror. I never look at the back of my head. What's happening back here ain't none of my business, okay? I don't know what it looks like. Every day I fix it, I'm like, hope it looks good back there. Never do I look at the back of my head. But when I know it's disconnected like that, I'm immediately self-conscious all the time. And I don't like that. I do like how low maintenance this is. And I am getting much more used to this being my color. I feel like blondes have more fun.
Oh, I understand.
Technically, I'm blonde still. My natural's like a dirty blonde. Maybe I don't know. Y'all let me know.
I mean, like I said, I like you blonde.
I do.
Are you prepared for the upkeep again?
Is Anna prepared for the upkeep again? That's the real question. I'm here. I'm here twice a week at least.
Because it's not like having long hair where you only have to get your hair done two times a year. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to do it every 6 to 8 weeks minimally.
Well, to be fair, that's about when I start really wanting a haircut anyway.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know. I'll talk to my stylist.
She wants to put blonde in it.
She's adamant. Anna's adamant about wanting to add some blonde to warm it up.
I really want to need to declutter and organize, but get overwhelmed. So here's the thing, Heather. I have been there. I understand. My recommendation is to pick a spot and just start. So when you're
pick a room, pick a corner.
Yeah, when you're looking at specifically, I don't know, let's say a closet, right? And you need to remove everything, but you don't even know where to start, don't know where to start organizing. Pick a specific thing like, okay, I'm going to get every single washcloth, or I'm going to get all of the paintbrushes, or I'm going to get all of the tools, or I'm going to get all of the
And if that stresses you out, pick up one item.
Yes.
Just pick one thing up.
Just start.
Just pick it up.
And then start making piles.
Does this go in the trash? Can it go somewhere else, or does it stay in this spot?
That's where I like to start, is the trash. Like anything I know 100% I'm not keeping, I'm going to grab. I'm going to throw in the trash can.
I do categories of where it's going to go.
Yeah.
I don't do categories where it's going.
Yeah.
I do get all the trash,
Yeah.
get everything that stays in here, get everything that doesn't belong here, get everything. That's what I do. But whatever works in your mind, like go through all of those options like Becca said, and if one of those, if you're like, okay, I think I can do that, stick with it.
Yeah.
Do it. As soon as you start, if you do one corner, one room, you'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, the hardest part is getting over the hurdle in your mind that it's going to be overwhelming. That's the hardest part. Just pick something up, anything. Yeah.
Now, one thing I did say, don't buy anything. I meant organizational wise. Go get a roll of those big black trash bags.
Oh, the construction ones, the huge
the
ones.
big, the thick.
That are not going to break when you fill them up.
Yeah. Get a roll of that, because once you start decluttering and organizing, you're going to be like, what do I do with all this trash? And if you don't happen to have a dumpster to toss loose stuff in, just get a roll. You're going to use that for leaves in your yard or for something eventually. It's not going to go to waste. But if you have a roll that handy, it'll make it, because as soon as you lay everything out and you're like, I don't have anything to put this in, you're going to completely lose all motivation, okay? So we want to set you up for success, not failure. But those are all my tips and tricks. I think Becca had some really great ones to bring to the table. I'll add some links for you guys. We will see you back again on Tuesday and then again on Thursday. We are working to add in all of our lives for the first couple months of the year, which is going to be super exciting. So soon you guys will be able to look at the home page on YouTube and be able to see what's going on with us, okay? So it'll be super fun. We can't wait. Don't forget, this is the season where a lot of incredible crafters out there found crickets under their tree. So we will be doing some content mixed in for beginners as well, which is a great way for you seasoned cricketers to get a refresh, or maybe something that you think you've seen a lot has been updated or changed a little with the Cricut software and things like that. So it'll be great content for you guys to watch. If you do enjoy content like this, the number one way to support what we do and to make sure that you are always going to stay confident and well-rounded in your crafting is to become a member of Oak and Lamb. Not only do we like to teach things like this, but we are absolute masters at the Cricut machines like the ones behind us. We do a ton of sublimation, woodworking, home decor, gift ideas. We use UV resin a ton and so much more. Behind the camera is 2 huge shelves of incredible craft mediums and supplies and blanks that we cannot wait to share with you guys how to use and master this year. And we hope that you stick with us with that. If you want to help us keep the lights on, keep food in our bellies, and I already said lights on twice because it's very important, then join Oak and Lamb. You can use the code JINGLE, JINGLE. I don't think Becca has canceled the code yet. So snag it. You get $100 off your yearly membership. Notice I didn't say your first year because you get grandfathered into that. Best deal of the year. You're not going to find it until like this time next year. It's a great deal. So definitely snag that. We do have monthly memberships if yearly is just not for you. We have over 1,000 digital cut files, some free courses that will teach you everything you need to know about your crickets. So if you had a cricket under your tree, the course is going to be invaluable to you, and that is free in Oak and Lamb. So grab a membership. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. This is how you get notified. Well, if you hit notifications, that's how you get notified when we go live, when we post pre-recorded content and all that good stuff. If you have any questions, let us know. And we can't wait to share this crafty year with you guys. We're excited. Yeah. I guess we're going to go upstairs and clean up from the munchkins that have destroyed the house and get to work. So we'll see what Anna's doing up there too. Thank you. It's
awful quiet up there.
It's awfully. That's what I was thinking. It's awfully quiet. I have the. I have to watch Charlie while he sleeps because he's an only child. Becca would have to carry around 4 of these things, you know.
I would carry around 1 with a split screen.
Who has that time? So since I only have 1 offspring, I just watch him sleep. Anyways, have a phenomenal day. We love you all. Stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. It's snowing here. We're going to have a blizzard, okay? Probably. It'll probably be like 2 inches. But if you're out in there, be safe. Get home. We love you all. Have a phenomenal weekend. Bye.